artist. To get started with pixel art, you'll need a computer, tablet, or mobile device. I use Sprite, which is pixel art specific, and I highly recommend it. Most art software use the same tools and workflow, so the skills are transferable anyway. To help illustrate some of the things in this video, I've created this little pixel art wizard further. Shadow, line, color, refine. Has a nice ring to it. Using a silhouette is my preferred approach because it allows me to focus on the simple shapes and readability. You can start off with construction lines. This is especially helpful for mapping out the proportions of the character. Tip. Another process is to just go wild and lay down a really rough idea and clean it up as you go. You can even design in 2D if you prefer, and then shrink it down. Everyone's process is unique. I'd recommend watching your favorite artists to see their process and point. Canvas size is a tricky one because it really depends on what you're trying to make. A single pixel can change the way something looks entirely. Sizes. I have a challenge called September, which is designed to help you get used to the small size limits. Techniques. One thing to be aware of is doubles. This is where pixels meet and make a right angle choice. Jaggies are when pixels in lines or curves appear, well, jagged colors. Value is the most important thing to consider because it's how you give your art a sense of 3D form and depth using light and shadow reference. Too many saturated colors in a piece can make the colors clash, be difficult to look at, and burn your eyes. Similar, you can use high contrast areas to attract the viewer's eye and low contrast for areas of rest and repetition work. Understanding how light and shadow works can help you shade things properly and use value to show the 3D form flat. Materials reflect light in different ways too. The color of an object is massively influenced by the light sources and surrounding objects and environment light. Hue shifting is a technique I've seen a lot, and I think it is a simplification of this. Comments. Another kind of common beginner thing I see is the random use of lots of different colors. Dithering is a technique where you create patterns to blend or give the illusion that there are more colors than there actually are. Bases. Anti-aliasing or AA is a technique used to soften pixel well. Using shading or anti-aliasing techniques for the entire length of an outline can lead to an effect known as band it clearly. Doing pixel art with clusters in mind is the technique of pairing up pixels or multiple pixels to form chunks to describe areas. One thing to note when taking reference from retro game pixel art is the fact that some of these games were being displayed on CRT monitors. Filtering. Using your knowledge of art fundamentals and pixel art techniques, as well as your own personal tastes, there are an endless amount of styles you can come up with building. There is a lot of information in this video that I've been practicing for years and I am still learning.